LinkedIn has about 900 million people listed worldwide, including 200 million Americans. So for many of us, LinkedIn can be a valuable resource for generating leads and uncovering clients for your business. The good news is the way LinkedIn is set up for many, you don't even have to spend a dime to gain access to ideal prospects. In this video, I'll show you one, how a real buyer is different from everyone else, so you know what to say that will attract more and better buyers for you. Two, a simple formula to follow on your sales page and website that makes it easier to get people wanting what you're offering. And three, a step-by-step guide on how specifically to use LinkedIn to find, connect with, and win those clients by using LinkedIn tools. You ready? Let's start with how a real buyer is different from everyone else. Now, first, identify which people and businesses you're targeting. Then realize that not everyone you're targeting is ever going to buy from you, no matter how perfect what you're offering is. I mean, I'll give you an example with myself, okay? Caregivers targeted me because I had an elderly mom. But only after my mom had a stroke did I suddenly become a hot buyer for caregivers. Knowing that, I later built a marketing program for a caregiving company where their income skyrocketed by creating a campaign that asked this: did your mom or dad have a stroke recently? Did you know that caregivers for stroke victims are different from other caregivers? Here, let me show you how. By recognizing something that suddenly turns many people into buyers, your marketing results could skyrocket beyond what you ever expected to. So for you, what's something that has to happen that makes a prospect suddenly want what you're offering more than ever? Answer this, and building your hot sales pitch can be easier than you ever expected. Okay, next, before you start running your ads and posts on LinkedIn, make sure your sales page, website, email, and other content follows this simple formula: problem, solution, credibility, features, benefits, action. Now, here's an example. Do you have this problem, or is this something you really would love to have? If yes, here's a solution that I believe you'll find incredibly valuable. For credibility, here's others who have found this incredibly valuable too. Next is features. Here's what's included: this, this, and this. Then benefits. Here's how you'll benefit from all this. And finally, action. Click here to get it now, or click here to set a call so you can learn more about how this might be a good match for what you want. Problem, solution, credibility, features, benefits, action. Okay, now let's get into how specifically you can use LinkedIn itself to get the results you want. So go to LinkedIn. If you don't have an account, create an account. Then go to the search box and type in a category that you want to market to. I'm choosing business coaches. Now note that because it's two words, business coaches, I put quotation marks around the words. Otherwise, LinkedIn will give me everything for each word. Everyone with the word business in their bio, and everyone with the word coaches, including sports coaches who I don't want here, okay? So by putting quotation marks, then LinkedIn understands, okay, it's these two words. Then click enter, and it takes us to a page with people who qualify. Now, people are listed as first, second, and third. And you probably know this, but first are people that you're directly connected to, okay, that we're all directly connected to. Second are people those people are connected with. And then third are people who are distantly connected to us, or they're connected even further. Now, LinkedIn is designed for easy communication with those people that we are directly connected with. But the best prospects are often not directly connected with us, which is why what I'm about to show you, I think, will be so valuable. Note that some people have a follow link, which means we can follow what they're doing, but they don't want anyone else connecting with them. So they're not the best people for us if we're trying to market to them. Others have the connect link. In fact, most people have the connect link, giving us the opportunity to connect directly with them so we can ultimately have more direct communications with them. When we click the connect link, asking them if we can connect with them, LinkedIn gives us a choice to connect with a note or without a note. And we definitely tend to have a better chance of getting them to connect with us if we connect including a message. And it can be something simple like, hey, Joe, you and I are both marketers, and I think it would be great if we connect together. Something like that. Now, the problem is simply trying to connect is not the best way to generate leads. As you can see, LinkedIn gives us a tiny limit of how many people we can try to connect with each month. Now, I'll show you a better way in a moment, okay? Much better than that because you don't have to worry about the number of people. You can do lots and lots of people, okay? Now, by the way, in the search box, there are three words that can really help you: and, or, and not, and each with capital letters. Now, here's how they work. We can say in the search box, business coaches and California, and it will give us everyone who has both in their bio. Now, using the word and makes LinkedIn show us every person who has both the elements in their bio. Another alternative is or, the word or, business coaches or consultants. Now, that means if they are either this or that, please list them in the listing that we're asking for. And last is the word not. If I say California, not Los Angeles, or business coaches, not consultants, for example, it'll give you it gives you a list based on our request. Okay, now rather than just trying to connect with people, here's an even better way to use the free version of LinkedIn. You type in a category you're searching for. For me, it's business coaches. Then click the people button, then click groups. That gives us access to a massive number of groups that have tons of people connected with them on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn lets us join up to about 100 groups, which is really cool. So you definitely want to join groups that have lots of your prospects. Here, take a look at how many people are members of each of these groups. 19,000, 161,000, 1 million members. Now, after you've joined groups on your LinkedIn page, click the groups button and click on one of the specific groups that you want to work with, okay? Or the people that you want to work with in a specific group. And it will take you to the group page like this. Now, here's my business and management consultants page with 155,000 members. Click the show all button. That gives us full access to 155,000 members, even if we're not connected to them. Now, notice it gives us access to a message button where it lets us send them a personal message. Now, we can enter stuff into the search box, like, as I was just saying, cities and states, and that gives us even more ways to group all these people as we send them individual messages. And this can be a powerful and free way to identify people and businesses that are our ideal prospects. Now, if you're willing to spend some money, if you pay for Sales Navigator, which is about $100 a month, it can help you even more if you want. Now, in Sales Navigator, you click the leads filter and a box opens up where you can fine tune who you're targeting, like current company size, for example. In Sales Navigator, you definitely want to click the Post It on LinkedIn button because that makes sure the only people that they're giving you in the list actually have been active on LinkedIn in the past few months. And these people tend to be more responsive to LinkedIn messages. So you definitely want to click that. Now, that search box with and, or, and not can also help you fine tune specific audiences you want to target. Now, you should note this, though. I typed in Ventura, meaning Ventura, California, but it turns out there are all other Venturas also in other states. I didn't know that, but there are. So look at this, it's a different state. So as much as possible, you want to make sure LinkedIn is targeting the right people for you. Also, particularly with Sales Navigator, there are programs you can use that will send automated messages for you. Here's Dux-Soup, which is terrific. I've sent more than 17,000 messages using it. I mean, technically, LinkedIn doesn't like automated programs, but programs like Dux-Soup sends your message a few at a time, takes time off for lunch, etc., and basically carefully pretends it's a real person doing the sending of your messages. So they can be really valuable. Okay, the last thing on this. When you first connect with someone, don't just send a sales message, as most people will delete it and won't respond positively. Instead, either ask a brief message or provide them with a free content first that you believe will help strengthen your relationship with them, and only then should you try to sell them. And here's a good example. As soon as this woman connected with me, she sent me a sales pitch and I immediately rejected it. Oh, I thought we were going to connect, but no, she's trying to just sell me and I'm not interested. If she would have started by interacting with me, the opportunity to turn me into a client would have been much easier. The question for us to start with is, what is something they want that we can provide? Maybe there's something free that we could offer, or a tip that would really resonate with them, something without selling involved. Okay. Now, in one case, I wanted to get people to visit my sales page so they could see my Brain Glue book that I thought would be incredibly valuable for them. Rather than trying to sell my book, instead I asked this: could I ask you a favor? Because you're a marketer, could you look at this page and tell me if it works? I got hundreds of people responding to my sales page, giving me plenty of positive feedback and suggestions. And actually, it got thousands upon thousands of people actually buying my book. In another one where we were helping high-end business coaches, we provided awesome free content in several different posts without asking for a sale. Only after we established a relationship would we ask them to visit the sales page, and the result was incredible. Of course, LinkedIn makes sure that there's an easy link to your LinkedIn homepage with every message you sent, and that homepage should have details and contact information for you, and it can be much more sales oriented. So if they want to hire you or learn more, contacting you becomes much easier. And by the way, presenting fun and fascinating facts related to their industry or situation in the first emails that you send can really help. I had simple posts that I love to post, and I was things like this. Wow, did you know that 22 million Americans are now millionaires? Huh, more than ever before in history. This is an awesome time that we live in, isn't it? See how that works? It's just a little, that's kind of interesting. Hopefully, you're going to send a message where they're going to go, that's interesting. After 3 or 4 or 5 posts like this, I asked if we could chat for a few minutes so we could discover what each other is doing, if that would be okay, and the responses were incredible. In any case, as you can see, because LinkedIn has such a large number of ideal prospects for most of us, using even the free version for lead generation can be incredibly valuable, can it? Okay, so what did we cover in this video? Number one, how a real buyer is different from everyone else, so you know what to say that will attract more and better buyers to you. Number two, a simple formula to follow on your sales page and website: problem, solution, credibility, features, benefits, action. That makes it easier to get people wanting what you're offering. And three, the step-by-step guide on how specifically to use LinkedIn to find, connect with, and win those clients that you want using LinkedIn's tools. And by the way, you might also be interested in my Brain Glue book that's blowing the minds and changing the way thousands of marketers are now selling their products and businesses by using the power of brain triggers to simplify how they get people to say yes. Check it out at yesbrainglue.com. And if you like the content in this video, click subscribe so you can gain access to more of the videos that I'm creating for you. Until next time, start applying LinkedIn marketing, and I believe you'll start enjoying free and low-cost marketing that works better than you ever expected. Enjoy.